Songs of Solomon 2. Let's take on verse 1. I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. Please give me good news. I am the white flower in Sharon, a lily in a mountain of valor. Verse 2. Like a lily among the tongues, in my darling amongst women. And King James say, as the lily among the tongues, so is my love amongst. What is God doing in the valley? What is God doing in the house? The house of God is not always sweet, but there are people who generate sweetness from it. From pain, sweetness will come from it. I am the rose. So there are a lot of things that can attract a man in the church. If you don't get it, don't leave the church. In the house of God, there is a presence that can give you more than that. I am the rose. What is rose? A flower that smells good and lovely. The house of God, there is more lovely things that you can see in the presence. If you don't get it, don't leave the place. He said, I am that rose. I am that pleasant flavor that you are looking for. Where is it? It's not in the one you bought in the market. It is the one you take from his presence. If God is the rose of Sharon, where is thy beauty? I am the lilies of the valleys. What is valley doing where the rose of Sharon is? Why is God the lily of the valleys? No one sees God easily. Tell your neighbor, say, no one sees God easily. God asked Moses to come and take 10 commandments, and God is to give him 10 commandments, the laws that will guide the whole children of Israel. And God decided to ask a man to fast 40 days, and the man was on fasting for 40 days just to get the instructions of God. You know, we are in the generation whereby people will say, pastor, spend time and come and bless us. You know, when pastor carry the grace, he will come and bless us. We are still the generation whereby the access of the blessing is there, but no one is receiving. What you carry here, what do you do with it? A presence that generates a voice. If you don't get it, child of God, don't leave. Why I will prepare? I said, okay, I want to be in the house of God on time. Today, I have made up my mind. Paul Enyeche said something. He said when Papa was to impart him, he said he had a dream, and something told him that this service today is for him. He has been praying for that impartation, but he said by the time he prayed and prayed, he had a dream, and he said to himself, the service Papa is to hear today is for me. Say he prepared like never before, sat at the second row. He said when Papa Oyedipo entered the stage, he said he has never seen him in that unction before. Called him, put the suit. He said that unction, he has never seen the man operate that level before. The day God is to operate in your life might be the day you choose not to be serious. Because why? You felt there is always a time to come to the presence. Do you know one thing with heaven? Heavens walk with time. Demons walk with time. The demon that wants to operate in your life will always appear at the time your life is to walk where. Once it gets to that time, they are already there. So what they want to do is to manipulate you out from it. If I don't get it, I will not leave. Do you know that the things you see that happens in the church tells you that God is real? How is God real to you when you sit at home? Do you know when you are fasting is when you sleep more? What is the food of the fasting? What does the body need when you are fasting? What you communicate with at the time you are fasting is what you are feeding the body with. There are people at the time they are fasting, that is when they sleep more, and you can wake up and say it is already time, I close. Nothing is done to feed the flesh and the spirit. You can do that fasting and there is no result that will come out of it. It is not all about doing a program that is the issue. There is something you need to feed the spirit with. When you are sitting in your presence, a presence feeds a presence. It's not an opportunity because I am fasting, I needed to download home video, to watch home video, so when I watch it, before I know time has run out. You can finish that program and nothing is done. So in the valley, there is a God in the valley. In your stress, there is a God in your stress. So don't allow sleep to carry you at the time of your pain, because even when you sleep in your pain, God will not come to wake you. But there is a way God will wake you in your pain. Maybe you are praying and suddenly you fell asleep. At the time He needs you, He will come and tap you to wake up. Some people have mutually experienced a tap without knowing who is tapping them. Mutually they experience it. That thing is saying that I am not done. So there is nothing we can never generate from His presence. But the problem is that we don't want to wait until we get it. And somebody will say, if I don't get it, I cannot leave. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but if I don't get it, I can't leave. If I don't get it, I can't leave. No matter how tiny the journey or the place you are passing is, and there are a lot of cars that are passing through you, do not give up on that valley.